lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, Herbert on third down. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Deion Henley there on the tackle. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had 2 great games yesterday, and we're just getting started here. The first of 3 more on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. Joshua Dobbs, a touchdown pass in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
But I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On first down, Melvin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Melvin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now here comes Kansas City. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Deion Henley. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff up the middle. Melvin. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. 2nd and 2. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Manning.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. He'll look to throw.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Herbert. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now it's Herbert.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
KC's offense ready to take over. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner.
And he lost the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. 2nd and 9 now. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Back to throw again.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
In motion goes the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But he turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now 1st and goal. Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He gets it to Johnston. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Finding Kelce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in